A picture says 1,000 words. Ancient Hathor, Egypt, granite stairs melted inexplicably, forming a flow of molten stone. How did this happen? Can you imagine the amount of heat that was needed to make these stairs turn into molten rock? Hathor Temple in Egypt. Dendera Temple is one of the best preserved complexes in Egypt. The complex covers about 40,000 square meters. It's also the site of the famous dendera lamp, the light bulb, as they call it. It's a relief representing an ancient long lamp, and that's why many believe that the ancient Egyptians had electricity. After all the murals painted in the temples, inside the temples, had no sign of soot, meaning that they weren't using candles. They were using something else to light up the interior, which was very dark. Now, the buildings that dominates the complex is the main temple called the Temple of Hathor, and is dedicated to the goddess of love, joy, and beauty. But one of the strangest and most fascinating parts of the space are the stairs that lead to the roof of the temple. The stone stairs, which seem to have melted for some unknown reason. Kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. It's difficult to imagine what could have melted solid stone granite stairs like these. The temperatures that would be necessary for this to happen on solid granite stone like these would have to be extremely high. And if you look closely at the stairs, you'll see that it's not the usual erosion caused by feet wearing down the steps, which is usually what we see on marble steps anyway, but granite is much more strong and dense. So this was caused on granite steps. It's not the usual erosion caused by feet when going up and down after years of use, since the part of the center of the stairs where it is usually used more is higher than the sides, while at the same time there are signs of flow of molten material. Some say it was built over a long period of time, and argue that the melting happened because of a nuclear type of an incident in ancient Egypt. Of course, no evidence has been found for this theory, except for the molten sand that turned into glass, which obviously had to be such high temperature that it could be the effect of a nuclear event. So, what happened to this strange thing of the staircase? You can see that it's only in the center part of it that we see the flow. The sides have not melted. The center is not worn but flowing. What happened? Maybe it was another type of technology. So, the evidence found for this theory, it's not easy to explain why the stairs melted, but the walls full of reliefs in the staircase, like the rest of the building, remain intact from the temperature of what could have been a nuclear explosion. A theory closer to reality could perhaps suggest that the stairs melted because of the very high temperature caused by the so-called dendera lamp, which, according to another theory, was a high-tech device capable of reaching at such high temperatures that it can melt the rocks. But even here, there are some issues that could not fully support the temperature, as it's not explained why the walls of the stairwell where it passed did not melt, nor the way in which it was transported without burning the people who transported it. Could there be another theory that explains the phenomenon better? What do you think? Well, we don't know. The more we find out about ancient Egypt, the more questions seem to be arising that need answers. Obviously, they had technology that we don't know of today. How could the stairs melt and the reliefs and murals on the sides be precise, pristine, and intact? Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Thank you.